I'm back. Oh my goodness, guys. It's been far too long. Happy New Year to everyone who is here. If you're watching on the rewind, I know that it's probably a busy day for a lot of you, but we're winding down here. I thought it'd be a little better to do this later in the day because, some people have to work tomorrow. So, yeah, you could catch this later in the week if you feel like, but I thought I would touch base with you guys. It's been a little bit. I had to take some time off just to because it was just so hectic. Work. It was a culmination of work, and then it was the end of the Niner season, so had to wrap that up, and then yeah, family stuff, obviously with the holidays and yeah, I just didn't have too much time to do stuff on my channel, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I knew that I would just start right back up at the beginning of the year. So here we are. And man, let's check out the chat here. We have Las Cruces. What up, Las Cruces? Good to see you as always. Simply incredible. That's D. What up, D? How's it going? How's your New Year's? Man, what a whirlwind, guys. I'm seriously like so shocked that this month just flew by and it wasn't waiting for anybody. It wasn't waiting for anybody. Russ, what's going on? It's good to see you too. Jackson Roy Kirk, Happy New Year, man. It's just so good to see everyone. JP, what's going on? Happy New Year to you too. Oh, I like your logo. That's awesome. Yes, right. 2025. Let's go. Sorry if you hear some noise in the background. I do have my Benji here. And he tends to get a little bit of anxiety at this time of night. So yeah, he might be pacing here in a little bit, but hopefully not. But yeah, oh my gosh, guys. I'm telling you, it felt like I've been in this time warp for the last 2 months, and I just got spit out right now. It is wild. I wanted to kind of do a little recap of 2024 because I feel like coming into 2024, it was kind of 2022 was a little bitter for me. It was a bitter pill to swallow, but then coming into 2023, it was kind of like an extension of 2022 in my eyes. And then I'm just letting you guys know my personal experiences. I don't know what is going on with you guys, but yeah, 2023 was a little bit of an extension of 2022. And then 2024, I do feel like things started getting a little better and looking up, thankfully. Still not quite there yet. And I'm just talking like in terms of personal goals, in terms of just the way I'm feeling personally, and goals regarding work, regarding the channel, just you name it. I just feel like we are on the upward trend again, but it's not quite fully there. So I'm hoping 2025 will get me there, and I feel good about it. I feel positive. Yeah, I hope a lot of the not so great stuff is in the past now and that we can clear the obstacles. You know what I mean? I hope that you guys are having a great one though, and that like you guys had a great time with your families, or even if you had to spend it alone. I spent New Year's alone. Today and last night alone. Ain't nothing wrong with that. As long as we got our movies and our comic books and our hobbies and other people in the community, you're never alone. You're never really alone. And but yeah, who else here? I thought I saw. Oh, what up, lady? How's it going? Good to see you. And yeah, so continuing with the recap of 2024. I feel so yeah, in terms of personal life, I feel like it's upward trend. Benji's getting a little older now, which is a little scary for me. 2024, I did see kind of a decline in his health, it's sad. He's 13 years old, senior dog. So that always hits me, kind of hard, but he's had a very full life. So I know this is kind of morbid, but I do feel like if he passed tomorrow, hopefully in his sleep, but if he passes tomorrow, like I'll still be happy about the life we had together, you know? So again, positive. Yeah. And let's see. So in terms of like hobbies and the channel, I feel like 2024, I did a lot of kind of testing to see who would follow, who would kind of be there in my lives. And because I kind of tested the waters with my UFC content. And, this being a geek channel primarily, I know some people do follow UFC in the community, but not everybody. So I wasn't sure how that was going to go, but it seemed to be really good for the channel. I got a lot of people that normally wouldn't have bumped into me in the YouTube realm. So that was really cool, just meeting a lot of people. Um, and yeah, different people that I normally wouldn't have. So it's good to kind of stretch your legs a little bit and, you know, kind of try to maybe not do the same thing over and over and over. So that I feel like I did that. I feel like I did that this year. The lives, it was cool building a little community here, and you guys are great. I love talking to you all. I feel like we have regulars here, and it's always nice to know that if I ever want to chat or anything, I could just flip this thing on and boom, you guys are there. And I love that. That's all I ever really wanted from this channel to begin with. And I never thought I would really get it from the lives because like I was definitely more of a video editor type person, and I still am. I had to get used to the lives. The lives were not a natural thing to me, and I still struggle with the live thing, but um, I do love the connection we have, and I feel like it's more personal, kind of, just a different type of relationship with my people. So I like that about me kind of testing out lives. I didn't get as much time to edit my content, so that was kind of sad for me because I love video editing. I love putting extra effort into my videos and making them look smooth and flawless and, not always flawless, but as flawless as I could get them. And just doing like the reviews and stuff. I always loved doing that, but they're very time consuming. And, with the jobs that I have right now, it's very hard to be doing that. And I'm gonna make an extra effort to do that this year. I think I'm gonna try just reading more again, like I was before, because I do miss that. And yeah, so hopefully I can, block out some time to sit down and like read these awesome stories, because it also helps me mentally just to kind of sit down, take a chill pill, and just freaking, you know, go to a different universe, literally in my book, kind of escapism type thing. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can do more of that this year, because it's not fair. Like I get it. Like, you guys subscribed probably back when I was doing more comic content, and all of a sudden I'm not doing it anymore. So I do, and I feel the same way. Like I miss it. Like I wish I could be doing more of it. So that's definitely something I'm going to work on this year, and something that I regret from last year. So, and that being said, I'm not going to beat myself up over it either. I was very busy, and that was something that took the back seat, unfortunately. But yeah, no doubt, amazing community here. Oh, absolutely. Like it's just nice seeing your guys' names here after so many years. I feel like we're all friends at this point. Like I can call you guys my friends. And even though some of us have never met, but who cares? Like, we'll hopefully eventually meet. But I do feel like, you know, yeah, like if I ever needed to talk to somebody, I know I could find a friend here. And that's always sounds cheesy, but I know, it's the truth. It's the truth. Hey, what up, Jeff? How's it going? Um It's so funny you say read again. I just started reading comics again. Been forever since I did that. Yeah, like I really tried and I did finish a couple of stories this past year, but I didn't have time for the review, which sucks. Like I hate that. I literally like you don't know how much it bugs me. and so yeah, hopefully I can get around to that. Um, it's still off season for baseball, but February is just around the corner, and then I'm gonna have to go off to spring training. So hopefully I could sneak in a couple of reviews before then. It's just trying to work around the schedule. Being an adult kind of stinks sometimes. It absolutely does. And I was talking to my friend, and I just feel like every year I have less and less time. Does it feel that way? Not only with just like, that illusion of time passing us by so quickly, but also like our schedules are just more jam packed than ever. And I blame tech. I really blame this thing because this allows so much more efficiency in life. And because of that, we are all multitaskers now, and or at least try to be, because this facilitates everything. And because of that, when you have downtime, you almost feel guilty, like you should be doing other things. And that's something I miss from the 90s, the past. It's like, I don't know. I was also talking to my mom about it. We had a heart to heart the other day about time and where it's going. And anyways, I don't want to get too deep into the rabbit hole there. And Rod, what's going on? Yes, we do need to talk. I've been trying to brainstorm names for something. Dot dot dot. I won't say any more, but yes. Now that I'm back home, I just got back. Yeah, it should be a lot easier for me to coordinate stuff with you. My grandma told me when you get 25, your time will fly by. It's so true. She told me that back in the 80s. Yeah. Although I feel like it started like around 30 for me. So yeah, but just around that time, still same time frame or age. Yeah. It's crazy. It just goes by so quickly. But in terms of like, so yeah, that's where I'm at with my channel. I'm gonna keep pumping out lives. Maybe not quite as many. It just really depends because and I don't mean as many in terms of like quantity, but more so the variety. Because I had the UFC watch alongs. I had Flix and Comix live. I had the Grip of Comics, and I had Hunger for Horror. So that was pretty ambitious for me. Um, and I felt like it went pretty well up until like the end of the year where I got busier. And I dropped off on the what was it? On the Grip of Comics show. And again, I wasn't really reading too much, so it just felt like natural to pull that one. Um I don't know. If it comes back, I might have to revamp it a little bit because I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do with that show. Um, I want to kind of just stick to review. If I'm going to do comic content, I think I'm just going to stick to reviews instead of do the live thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you want to see a live? I don't know. I'd rather just yeah, I'd rather just do the edited stuff for the comic stuff, for the comic content, I think. And then we could do edited content for movies, and then lives we'll just discuss everything. I just kind of want to consolidate stuff a little more than I was doing. So we shall see. Things are cooking. I'm just kind of throwing around ideas right now. What up, Agu? Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. Jackson says, "Oh yeah, every year gets shorter and shorter. Make the most of every day." Right? Like it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. It feels just like it's going faster and faster. I think back to when I started the channel, and granted, my living situation was a little different, but I was pretty busy back then too, and I just feel like I had so much more time for videos, to do videos, and I don't know where that time is anymore. Like, I don't get that free I barely have free time for myself. So, mm, I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna carve out time for things, but I definitely wanna continue the channel, obviously. I don't wanna take that 2-year hiatus or whatever. That was ridiculous. Like, I really enjoy doing this and talking to you guys, and because I don't get this in my real life, in real life, IRL or whatever. Um, so I definitely wanna continue. It's just trying to work it in has been a little challenging. Yes, hugs. Hugs to everybody tonight. Grab a little sip here. Mm, what else did I do 2024? I started selling on Whatnot. That was kind of big. I was very skeptical of Whatnot in the beginning. I wasn't sure if I liked it. I had downloaded it like back when they first started. I want to say like in 2020, but I never really used it. I just kind of downloaded it to check it out just to see. I didn't start using it till earlier this year, or was it? No, actually, it was like a year ago. So it was like end of last year. I started buying stuff on there because I think I've told you guys with my physical media collection. I didn't have a ton of Blu-rays. I had a bunch of DVDs, and then I had just started dabbling into 4K, but like I had some Blu-ray, but not a ton. And I was like, there's a lot of good deals on Whatnot for Blu-rays. So I started kind of upgrading certain DVDs that I had, although I still have a lot of my original DVDs and some special edition DVDs that um, you didn't really get like that treatment for those movies when they were upgraded to Blu-ray. It was just kind of like a simple Blu-ray. So I kept those DVDs that were like the special editions, but then I upgraded certain like some of the basic releases. So that was cool. And I was like, ooh, this is like really these are really good prices for some Blu-rays. So I started buying Blu-rays on there. Um and then what else? What else? I wasn't really buying any comics on there. Surprising. But I bought some, but not a ton. It was mostly movies. And that was wild and fun. I loved it. And then I was like, all right, I like Whatnot now. And then I was like, oh, should I try selling? Because you guys know the whole storage incident. And, you know, I have been having to sell like on eBay and stuff just to kind of liquidate a lot of that. Not that I want to, but you guys know the story. I moved out here to the small apartment and I just don't have the space for it. And I don't want to have a storage unit in general. I just don't like that. So I just feel like I don't get anything out of my collectibles when they're just sitting in a storage. So I'm selling a lot of it. And I was like, I eBay has always done well for me. Um, I yeah, especially during the move, like, it was such a lifesaver, and I do well on it, but the one thing about it is, like, I do auctions on there, so it's like, it takes a while for the sells, so and that's if some of them don't sell, and they're just sitting there or whatever. So I was like, what if I just take the ones that aren't really selling well on eBay, and I just start selling those or trying to sell those things on Whatnot? And I've been doing that, and, like, I've been seeing kind of the increase. So, like, I've done, I wanna say, like, 4 shows now, and with each show, there are more and more people coming in, so it's been really cool. It's actually working, so, and it's helping me clear out things, so that's been another experiment this year that has gone well, that I recommend it to any collector that if you're just trying to get rid of stuff or you find that you need more space, or maybe you just want an extra little chunk of change that month or whatever. I would definitely recommend Whatnot for a quicker turnaround. It might not sell as high in terms of price, as eBay, because eBay does have more, there are more eyes on your things there. But also you have to take into account the fees and stuff. So for me, it's worth it. I'm like, okay, cool. I can get rid of this stuff like now, and then for other items, I'll just keep doing eBay. You know, so it's been working. It's been working. Yes, salud. Mm, what else? Movies. I feel like this year was, or 2024 was a great year for horror, and lucky for me because I just, I've always been a horror fan, but I feel like this year I really latched onto it even more than ever, and that's because I felt like I don't know what it is about the industry. I guess the way things are in terms of like movie business, it makes a lot of sense for them to be pumping out horror right now. And the way that they're overspending with like, the tentpole films is ridiculous. So I think they're kind of starting to become aware of that and understanding that with horror, like they don't need to put a lot into it for it to make money. So that's really cool to be seeing a lot of original horror and good, and it was quality horror. So that was awesome this year. I had such a good time going to the theater, like looking forward to the releases. If you guys kept up with me on the reel, like that was a lot of fun this year. Um just watching the trailers or whatever, even though I got shut down a couple times. It's worth it. No, I also wasn't sure what to do because, like, with the trailer aspect of my channel, because like I was, for a couple of years there, I did do trailer reactions, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna stop doing the trailer reactions and just do on the reel, and then watch the trailers on there with you guys. But then I started getting shut down on there, so it was like, ugh, okay, well maybe I'll stick to some trailer reactions. So that's what I was doing by the end of the year. It's a little both. Um, I don't know. I do love watching the trailers for the first time in the movie theater too, though. So I don't know. It's a give and take. And I also kind of pondered the idea of potentially doing like movie reactions or like show episode reactions. But that also felt like a lot of editing that I don't need in my life right now as a video editor. Like I don't need more work. So, but there's that, but there's also like watching film is just like my sanctuary period, like I don't want that to turn into work. So, I don't know. I don't know if I should do that. Maybe. Maybe for certain movies, but not all movies. I don't know. Oh, what's up, Ron? It's good to see you too. Happy New Year. What are you up to? Um, yeah. So with trailers, I'm like, ugh, I don't know what I want to do with that. I don't know what I want to do with that. It can be fun at times, like with the Superman trailer. I was like, should I do this? I don't know. I don't know. I'm also burnt out on superhero flicks. Like, to be honest, I've talked about this at length in on my lives, but yeah, I wasn't that excited. And even when I saw the trailer, I wasn't that excited. I was happy to see crypto, so that was cool. But like, I don't know. I'm more excited for horror. This past year has made me even more excited for horror stuff. So it's tough. It's tough for me right now with like superhero things. I'm still very much into wanting to read superhero stuff, but just the movie stuff is like, okay, another Superman, another Batman. Oh, and then there's delays with the Batman thing, Batman movie. Which I was actually, that's the universe I'm looking forward to, is the Matt Reeves stuff. And I haven't seen Penguin, so yeah, but I want more of the Matt Reeves, and that's like being pushed. So I don't know. I'm not the James Gunn stuff. I'm like lukewarm with. I want to be positive about it. Um, but yeah, the trailer didn't get me super hype, especially not when I saw the giant monster. That's when I was like, oh, yay, another giant monster in the third act. Gotta love it. Sorry, I'm all bitter. It's uh Crypto was a star of the trailer for me. Yeah, me too. That was nice to see. That was really nice to see, but I don't know. I don't know. And then there's talks that like they were thinking about putting the Robert Pattinson version of Batman in this universe. And I'm like, don't do it. Just don't do it. I don't think they are, but no. It's already confusing for so many people, I think. We don't need to be mixing universes like that. But anyway, so that's where I stand with movies. I don't think I need to do like an individual, like, these were the top 10 best movies, in my opinion, of the year. I think you guys know. Just look at my videos. Those were the ones because I usually raved about the ones that I liked. And they were basically all horror movies. So go check that out if you haven't, if you're new. Yeah, just take a gander. I'm just talking in like a nutshell right now. So for comics, I did read a couple Batman. I read older stuff. Finished Hush. Finished second reading of Witches, which was just as good as the first time. God, I love that story. But so yeah, hopefully I could still get like sneak in some reviews for that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah. Oh, I feel like 2024 was the year of popcorn buckets, right? That was why they went crazy, but they were pretty cool. Like I have mixed feelings about it because it's so gimmicky, but I kind of love me a good gimmick when it's like, when it's referencing one of my favorite movies or a character that I love. It's hard to say no to that stuff. But they kind of made it easier to say no because of their lack of availability. Jeez, it was terrible. They'd sell out so quickly. And they were pretty expensive. That was another thing. I was able to snag like some. I got some pretty sweet Beetlejuice ones. I'll say that. Um, yeah, I guess I won't go into a full list, but in a nutshell, like off the top of my head, I did enjoy the Beetlejuice movie this year. I enjoyed Immaculate, First Omen are standouts to me. Long Legs was great. Late Night with the Devil. Those were like super standouts. In a Violent Nature. Again, you just look at my channel, you'll see. Those are the good ones. What else? But yeah, comics, I did not I fell off of like newer stuff and that's how it's kind of been, to be honest. I didn't technically fall off. I've always been more of like a either let's collect older runs and then read them or trade paperbacks and then just read the old story. They're just older lore. Mm. So I wish I could have done way more of it, but I was able to get some in. And yeah. So looking forward to 2025. I don't know. I feel strongly that I'll have a little bit more time to pump more reviews out, I think. But I don't know. I also don't want to make any promises because you never know. But I feel motivated. That's a good thing, right? Motivation is like big. It's a big thing. I want to see what I want from the community in 2025 is I just I want to see more content from people. I don't know. I don't I haven't really followed too many newer folks. Um but I feel like it's dry when I'm like looking at lives or whoever's on. It just feels dry sometimes. I want to see more out of you guys. um the lady is saying, I'm into the older stuff too, Jojo. Getting less enchanted with new comics. Isn't it sad? Uh, I don't like that. It makes me feel some kind of way because I'm like, I'm thinking about newer generations and I'm like, how are they getting into comics? I can kind of see like an entrance with like an easy entrance when you're talking like Spider-Man and like into the or Spider-Verse. Like I feel like that did attract a lot of the younger kids, but I don't know. Hopefully this James Gunn universe attracts a lot of kids to because that's how the younger kids are starting or are discovering comics is through the movies. Like let's be real. Like that's just how it is. Unless their parents were comic collectors and they're like introducing them to comics. Otherwise, like how would they ever know what comics are? There's no ads out there for comics and like comic shops. It's kind of a niche thing. Mm, and I don't know. It makes me a little worried, but and the same goes like I was thinking about I've talked about this too with like older like they're talking about potentially doing like what would happen if we did uh a Nightmare on Elm Street remake now or like a movie now and I'm like, man, come to think of it, I don't know if a lot of the like younger people know Freddy, which is a weird thing to say, but like we're so um steeped in all that, but like because we've been around it our whole lives, but like I don't know, it's a different time for kids that are younger than us. So it's just weird to think about. Like I don't know. I've been feeling a lot older lately. Like that's all it comes down to. Been feeling older and I feel like out of touch. I feel out of touch lately. And I don't know if that's also because I feel like with comics, maybe the stories aren't so great right now. Whatever they're pumping out is just the creativity is gone. And you know what? I'm going to blame tech again for that because it takes away a lot of culture, a lot of experiences that we can be having in real life are now everything's so sucked into this thing that like creativity is culture. And how are we going to cultivate that if we're always stuck on our phone or like in a virtual world? You know? Mm. Very pensive this New Year's. Very pensive. I don't know. I've been reflecting a lot, which is what you're supposed to do, I think, at this time of year. I feel like everyone should do that, you know? You don't have to go and do the whole like New Year's resolutions or anything, but I think it is important to kind of reflect and kind of think about how you can better yourself and in every aspect of life and collecting, you know, or doing your hobbies. Doesn't have to necessarily be collecting, but maybe you're just a reader, you know. Like I'm a little of both. I've always been a collector and a reader, more so collector for a lot of years, but the past few years I've been reading more because I got kind of burnt out on collecting. So yeah, no, just I'm just kind of targeting like what I want to read, what I want to focus on. It's just like collecting too. Like after a while, you just target one thing and not everything, you know. It can be overwhelming otherwise. Oh, what up, Joey? How's it going? Happy New Year. Cheers. Happy New Year. Take a little drink. This is an energy drink, but pink. I didn't drink this New Year's. What? Who am I? Uh, mm-mm. That's another thing. I wanna, I don't wanna drink as much. Not that I drink a lot, but, like, I don't know, it just doesn't hit like it used to, to be honest. Um, the older you get, the harder the hangover, so I'm gonna try to tone it down a little bit whenever I do drink. So there's that. What else do I wanna improve in life? Mm, I wanna improve the stream too. That was another thing. I have this little, like, soundboard that I'm gonna be testing out. So just to, kinda give a little nuance to my streams. Again, I'm not really much of a live type of producer, so it's foreign to me. I'm very much post-production. So this is like and it's gonna take some getting used to for me. I have it right here. It's a tiny one. No big deal, but I feel like it'll be fun if I can incorporate that. If not, fine. Whatever. But yeah, so there's that. I'm gonna try to make little improvements here and there. I'm still not paying for StreamYard, and I don't see myself paying for it anytime soon. I don't monetize, and I don't do that because for multiple reasons, but, like, I just don't I just like I said before about, like, enjoying watching movies and not making it work by doing, like, the reactions for movies, I feel that way about this channel too. It's like I like doing this, and I don't know, I'm scared. Like, maybe one day I'll do it, like, if I ever wanted to do this, like, full time and that was, like, a dream I wanted to accomplish or whatever, and I just felt extra motivated that year, then yeah, sure, let me flip that thing on, but, like, I just don't as it is right now, even if I did flip it on, like, I'd barely be making anything. It's like, you know, I don't know. That's just how I feel about it, but yeah, so befriend the little green, duck because he's gonna be here for a while. What is Agu saying? Was watching some DC stuff during the Christmas time off, and I liked some of those intros. They showed a person in a comic store reading the comic for. Oh, really? That's awesome. See, that's good to know that DC is kind of trying to incorporate, like, pull new audiences into comic book reading. I feel like earlier on, when Marvel was doing its thing, when it was at the height, like, it feel like that was when everyone was like, "Oh, I'm curious about the comics. I wanna go see the origin story of this certain character." And then they would go to the store, and that's how, like, a lot of the that fan base came to know, like, a lot of the comic lore that you were seeing on screen, but, like, I feel like almost now it seems like a lazier audience where it's just like they don't really care about that as much anymore. It's more like, "Oh, well, they're just gonna keep pumping stuff out, so why should we go and buy the comics or try to read all that?" Because it's so daunting. If they keep pumping movies out, it's like where it's like when it becomes a life commitment at that point. And if you're not naturally a comic book fan, I don't know. Where's the motivation after a while? I don't know. Wish they could do that more now. Yeah, I think they should because of that reason. I feel like I don't know if people are as enthused. It's a different time right now. And everyone's so stuck on virtual everything. I tried reading, like, virtual comics and I just hated it. I bought this little thing, this little what is it called? Fire tablet. I bought it specifically because I was like, all right, well, since I can't collect too many comics here in my apartment, I was like, maybe I'll just do some digital comics and see what that's like. And whew, it was so hard for me. It was too hard. So I was like, Like, I did it, but it just is a different feeling, and I hate that I'm like that because it also feels, like, weirdly materialistic. I don't know. It's a lot of things, but it's just weird to me. It's weird. Um, yeah, so I don't think yeah, I think if I'm gonna be reading more, it's gonna be just, like, trade paperbacks and stuff, or stuff that I've already collected that I've been meaning to read. Like, I have Civil War here. I've never read that full story, so yeah, I've read some here and there, but not, like, the full thing all the way through. And that's me with a lot of different stories, a lot of different classic stories. I used to just cherry pick growing up. I would just cherry pick random issues. Like it didn't even occur to me that it was like this overarching novella, like I would just pick whatever looked cool or like any Batman story. And that's why like when I was reading Hush, I was like, "Oh yeah, I know what's going to happen right now," because I like read it before, but I didn't read it all the way through. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I was well, it's also like you only had a certain amount of money growing up. So it's, different when you're a kid. But it's nice to kind of go through all that now and just read all the way through. I remember also discovering like spoilers and stuff from like Batman lore through trading cards too. That was a big way. I think that was how I found out Jason Todd died, was through the trading card. This massive spoiler. Um, but anyways, I digress. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how this comic industry. I think you think the also like the comic economy right now is. I feel like is it getting better? I don't want to speak if I don't know. Like I feel like it might be getting a little better, but it's been rough the past like 2 years now. Um I think that I don't know. It's like the macro economy is slightly getting better, but people are still kind of being frugal, I feel like, with their money. So it also affects the comic industry for sure. So we'll see how that looks like in 2025. I don't know. I don't know. I'm feeling positive though. Like I do feel like we've been through the worst now, I think. Should I not say that out loud? I feel like we've been through the worst and like this should be going in an upwards trajectory now. At least a little bit, you know? That's what I think. I don't know. But yeah, I think this weekend I'm gonna be doing a on the reel. I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep that show or not because like I kept getting shut down with showing trailers. So, but we can still discuss what we're excited for. So I think I'm gonna keep it. But yeah, I'll probably do that this weekend. I thought it was really fun last year, looking to the following few months and seeing what was going to be released and stuff. Last year was like pitifully bad. Like it was so hilarious. I was like, there's nothing to look forward to. I'm done with this. But hopefully there's some better. I mean, I can already think of a couple that I'm excited for, a couple movies. In terms of like comics and stuff. I think I'm gonna keep narrowing in on horror. Um, Either from Big Two or indie, doesn't matter. I just like it. I don't know. I just like it. And in terms of collecting like figures and stuff, well, you guys know I've kind of stopped with that just because I don't have space, sadly. But I like keeping stuff like this, little things. I have my face hugger here. So yeah, certain pieces I'm definitely keeping, and you'll see me add here and there for sure. But yeah, I think I'm like done with collecting carded figures as it stands, which it kind of hurts my soul a little bit. But I feel okay. I'm good. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And comics, I'll still keep buying, but maybe at the same rate as this last year, where it's like here and there. Again, sticking to horror. I'm gonna just stick to horror because I get the most joy out of it. And Batman, I get the most joy out of Batman and horror. But I I think I also want to start reading Daredevil stuff. So keep an eye out for that. I don't know when I'm starting though. So don't ask me. um yeah. What are you guys doing to like let me know what your plans are if you have goals and stuff like let me know in the chat like what are you looking to improve either if you have a channel or not or maybe you're just trying to eat healthier maybe you're just trying to go to the gym more you know I definitely want to get back on my exercise game because I was good like the first year I moved out here I was really good and then I'm gonna blame the storage incident because every time I have to go to Vegas and haul back this big old load of my collection and sell it, like I don't like going to the gym. I just don't, I can't do it. I just hate it. So I exercise here. I do like various exercises here that I feel like that was working really well. But whenever I bring my haul here to sell, it's like I don't have any space to be doing exercises. And it sucks. It sucks. So I blame that. But hopefully this year that can change. And the more I sell, the more time I'll have to exercise here. So that's another thing, personal thing. Oh, good. Good point, Agu. Cons, you going to ask you for a friend? So as of right now, I'm definitely going to Texas Frightmare, and that'll be the first time I ever go. I've been wanting to do it for ages now, but yeah, that'll be in May, late May. I kind of wanted to go to CreepyCon, but in Inland, but it's gonna be end of this month, so I'll probably do the one later this year because the second one they do, I think it's in September. That one's a lot easier for me to go to schedule wise, so I'll probably do that. What else? Comic cons. I don't have anything planned for Comic cons. Um, I don't think I'm gonna go to Comic cons for a while. I'm not feeling it in my soul to go. You got to listen to your soul. Yeah, I don't think I am. If I go to any, it'll be San Diego. Although I really would love to go to New York Comic Con one day and the Chicago one. Was that C2E2? That'd be rad, but I don't think I'm gonna end up doing that this year. I don't know. Texas Frightmare is really expensive, but it's worth it because it's been on my bucket list for ages. So I'll definitely. I hope it's like good. I hope I'm not like thinking too much about that. Sometimes it's like you you hype it up in your mind and then you go and it's like, this wasn't that great. That kind of happened to me with San Diego. But then I really did enjoy it the second time I went, though. Not that I didn't the first time. I just was like expecting different things from it. Hey, what up, Pedro? Did I say hi to you already? Oh, I saw you in the whatnot. That was so funny. It was nice seeing you there, though. Keeping the horror theme in cons, she says. Yep. Mm, mm. There's one con here in SF, but it's always during Thanksgiving. I'm like, dude, it's also like around my birthday, Thanksgiving. So I'm usually down in SoCal. And that's like the only bigger one out here. I don't know. It's crazy. They all have all these small cons. Oh, you know what? I will go to a smaller con out here because I've never been able to go. And it's like it's like every 2 months or something. There's one here in Berkeley that I want to hit up. I just haven't had it's always conflicting with something that I have to do. So, although I will say Agu, because I know why you're asking. Rose City was awesome. I did love Rose City. I would absolutely go again. I just don't know if it's going to be this year because I already got stuff planned. Maybe. Big fat maybe. I know D wanted me to go, or he was asking if I was going to go to Heroes Con because a lot of y'all go there, I think. That would be cool to meet everybody out there, but it's also like it just depends because yeah, like I said, Texas Frightmares are really expensive, so I don't know. We'll see. If I go, it'll be the biggest one in the country. Oh, the San Diego Comic-Con. Well, might as well go big or go home. Haven't you heard of that? Oh yeah. So August says Rose City. You brought it up, not I. Dude, it was amazing. That's a really good con. Like, I'm trying to. Okay, so let me try to think of all the cons I've gone to. San Diego, Las Vegas, amazing con. Long Beach. There's 2 different ones in Long Beach. I've gone to both various years. We got to LA back when it was still called Kamikaze. And then I think I went once when it was called LA Comic Con. I haven't gone since though. It's been years. And then went to Rose City. I've gone to a little short boxed one out here, which was cool too. I went to a small one in a little pub out here too. And that one was put on by Cape and Cow. I think I got that right. Or is it Capes and Cows? I think it's Cape and Cow. That one was cool too. I got a lot of stuff there. That was awesome. Great deals. I think that's it. And I gotta say, Rose City is definitely up there. So I would say my top 3 would be, it's gotta be San Diego. On the top. Or is it? I don't know. There's such different experiences. San Diego Comic-Con is its own beast. But it's probably second after that. And then it would be... Oh, I went to another little con in Vegas. It was called like All-American Con or something like that. I met Terry Moore there, and he's such a sweetheart. But I'll say Vegas. Because I met some people in the community there back in the day that I don't even think are on YouTube anymore. But yeah, good times. Yeah, I'll say those 3. Long Beach is great too. The one I didn't really care that much about was LA. Too good. I'm on Whatnot because of you, JoJo. After you got your copy of Alice, Sweet Alice on VHS, I had to buy me one. Dude, yes or no, there's great deals on Whatnot. Yes or no? Yeah, there's some good sellers on there. Just saying, you can scoop up some sweet deals. 100%. What up, Trash Dash? How's your New Year's going? Hopefully well. We finished up kind of a recap of 2024. Oh, I forgot to talk about shows that I watched in 2024. I finished watching Walking Dead finally for the first time. What else? I got caught up with some of the Star Wars series, like Ahsoka. I watched what was the other one? Oh, Mando. I finished watching Mando, which was really cool. It was really slow at first, and I wasn't sure if I was liking it. And then the second season hit, and I was like, okay, I like it. I like what they're doing. It felt very much like the animated series, Clone Wars, in terms of like formula and the storytelling. Ahsoka was a dud for me. Some good moments, but overall, wow, it was a miss. Especially for the character. Like, if you guys have watched the animated series where she's in, like, it's just a letdown. I started watching Book of Boba, but I need to finish that up. I haven't finished it. Oh, I watched the Flanagan verse. I think that's what they call it, right? On Netflix, where he has The Haunting of Hill House, Bly Manor, and Midnight Mass. Ooh, God, those were good. Like, now I'm excited because he's taking over the Exorcist franchise. So, oh man, we're in for a treat, y'all. That'll be great. So yeah, I watched all that this year. What else did I watch? I feel like there was something recently. No, I think it was Mando. I started watching. This isn't genre, but This Is Us. I had watched like season 1 a long time ago. So I'm going through that right now. I didn't finish it though, not yet. So there's that. It's very sad. It's like I cried a lot. That's something I've realized I've learned about myself in 2024 too. I cry a lot. I get really connected. When it comes to shows, I really get attached. And I get really sad when they die. I watched a lot of horror, obviously. It was great doing the what's it called? The Paranormal Activity ranking. That was fun, but also they blend into each other too, like crazy, like Saw does. So that was a little hard at times, but it was fun watching all those through. Like, I had a really good time watching those. You should binge those if you haven't. Pretty good. I took 5 days off work starting today. What? That is awesome. I'm so excited for you. What are you gonna do? Do you like? See, I'm the type where if I get days off, like, I just like sitting and like binging something or just like lounging, like vegging out. That's my MO. Like, freaking love it. It's because like you're so busy during, peak season or whatever, that's like, oh man, during those times, I just want to lay down, but I can't. So it's nice to just relax and not have to stress about anything. Hell yeah. Amazing deals on Whatnot, and it's so easy to buy stuff on there, right? You gotta know what like your max bid is in your head, or like put the custom bid. Although the custom bid on there, like, they gotta simplify that a little more. It takes too long for the amount of time, because usually they're what, like 10-15 second auctions. It's like, bro, I have to click in there and then like type in my max bid, and by the time that I do that, like, the auction's freaking ending already. So yeah, they got to do something about that. But yes, it's very easy to keep swiping. Hey, what up, Kyle? Oh my god. Oh man, me and Kyle, we go back. We go back to 2016. Sorry, it took a minute. 16, I think. Oh my god, it's really good to see you. I hope you're having a good New Year's and happy holidays. Yeah, man. Memories. Sorry, I'm just like thinking about how many years I've been on here. That's wild. Oh my god, we're going on 10. Oh, almost 10. 9 years. Shoot. I mean, I did have a 2-year hiatus, but still, holy crap. I'm gonna rest up, clean the house, maybe go see some movies. Maybe you should. Oh, that was another thing I was going to talk about was Nosferatu, because I just watched it yesterday. And how should I start this? I liked it. I didn't love it. I thought it was really good, like imagery, very good, like imagery of the occult. Like I think that Eggers does that like really well. If you look at his like other films and stuff, he is like the master of that, like giving you that almost like the grotesque, dirty feel of the occult. And he captures that so freaking well. And in this movie, he did that too. So it was nice seeing that kind of take of it. He incorporated a lot more of that than in the previous Nosferatu films. But the look was very different. Like, this is the Nosferatu I'm used to. I don't know what that was, but yeah, this is the guy I'm used to that I love. So the new take, I don't hate it. It's definitely different. It does feel more like historically accurate, I guess, if you want to call it. But again, I'm just used to this and I love this. So it was a little hard for me to let go of that. But I get what he was going for. And I wasn't a big fan of his voice, if I'm being honest. It sounded like a didgeridoo. You guys know what that is? Let me make sure I got that right. Let me see. Didgeridoo. I don't even know how to spell it. Oh, there it is. Didgeridoo. Yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about. If you look up didgeridoo, let me put it in the chat for you. If you look up didgeridoo and you listen to the sounds of it on YouTube, that's what his voice sounds like. And that's wild to me. And it kind of was a little distracting to me because I know what a didgeridoo sounds like. And I just kept thinking, wow, his voice sounds like a didgeridoo. So it's more like a me problem, but I'm just being honest. And yeah. Overall though, I think it was good. I think it was well made. The girl was great. I don't know her name. She was great in that. A lot of the acting was really good. Again, the imagery was on point. One of the things I loved from the 79 remake is the wide shots in Transylvania. Like, I was so happy to see that Eggers kind of did that too. So that was cool. Just striking images throughout. Yeah, very well done. Very well done. I think I would still take the Werner Herzog remake, though, if I'm being honest. I just think that uh, yeah, like the depiction of Nosferatu is more chilling. Like this kind of version. I just think, and I think that what's his name, Klaus, the actor in that one. I think he was. I just liked what he did with the character a lot more. Um, and that's not taking away from Bill Skarsgård at all. Like he did a really good job too, but this is just personal taste. And personally, I was a lot more startled by Klaus version. Did I watch? Yeah, The Substance. That was also another standout. I'll say I was just really kind of let down by the third act, the ending, like the last half hour or whatever. Um, it just felt a little too silly, and yeah, just tonally different from the rest of the movie, in my opinion. But again, I was talking to Carlito about it, and I was like, it's a good film overall. I just kind of like I just had that qualm about Bill Skarsgård's version versus Klaus version. It's personal preference for me, so like I just feel like I wouldn't have gone that route to end that movie. But if that's what the director wanted or the writer, whatever, wanted to do with it, like who am I to really say that's bad? You know, if that's their vision. And clearly it's a film, right? It's a little more artistic than your normal flick. So, you know, they have their own creative say, and that's art, you know? So I'm not going to bag on it either, but it's just not what I would have done. Dude. Oh, was he for real? Like for real, for real? I didn't know that. I don't know too much about the guy. But yes, great actor. I haven't seen Smile 2. I need to see that. I actually just might rent it at home. I know I hate renting it like that. I think almost just maybe I should just wait till it goes on physical media. Is it out yet on physical? I don't know, but I need to watch it. See, because if I'm gonna rent it, I might as well just wait and buy it physical so I can have my own copy for the same price. Dude, it's ridiculous how much it is to rent a freaking movie at home. Like immediately. I'd rather just buy it, blind buy it at that point. But yeah, Smile I felt was okay. Like it wasn't great, but I had a good time with it. I remember I thought it's a good like popcorn flick. Uh so yeah, there's that. Um I need to watch that. Sorry, I was just thinking that I do have the second Paramount what is it called? Paramount Scares? I forgot what it's called. The little bundle set. So I opened the one. Let me just grab it. I bought two of them, one from last year and the one from this year. Let me grab the one from this year and open it with you guys. Because that one did come out in 2024. And since we're doing a recap, I might as well, right? Let me go grab it. And the reason I thought about it was because Smile came in the first box set. So here's the one from this year. And these were both on sale during the holidays. And I bought it like right before the holidays, and I think they were like 40 something. So yeah, they were on sale. And there's like this one has 4 movies Is it 4? 1, 2, yeah. And then the other one, I think, had 5 movies. I don't remember, but pretty good deal. Pretty good deal at 40 something because you get extras in there. So let's open it real quick. Yeah, he was a maniac and had a crazy life. Oh man, I gotta look into that. That sounds interesting. Stream 2 is streaming on Paramount Plus right now. Ooh, sweet. Is it streaming with the service, or do you have to like, is there a premium? Like, do you have to buy, what is it called when they tack on like extra? I forgot. The word is escaping me. Oh my God, I can't think of it. But you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is Paramount Scares Collection Volume 2. I would never get this at full price, to be honest. But yeah, at 40, and it comes with 4 4Ks. Like, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good deal. But I think the normal price was like 100 something. All right, so there's a Fangoria that comes inside. Let me put this aside. I didn't really like the first Smile, but I love part 2. Oh, sweet. That makes me feel really good then, because like if I like mildly liked Smile, then I'll probably really like the second one, if you're saying that. Now, if you have Paramount Plus, it's free. Okay, cool. And I do have it, so yay. Okay. So this is a Fangoria. This was special, like exclusive to this box. So that's pretty cool. Friday 13th Part 2. And then it's featuring the movies that come inside. I'm not going to flip through everything, but it's pretty awesome. I don't tend to get too many Fangorias because they're pretty pricey, to be honest. If I'm going to buy like an expensive magazine, I'm going to go for something vintage, you know? So like some of the older Fangorias maybe. But to pay like a ton for a newer issue, it just seems crazy to me. But anyway. And then it comes with this poster. Ooh, that's pretty neat. Nice and colorful. It's like a I don't know what to call it, montage, I guess, of all the movies that come in here. And then it comes with a pin. Oh, that's cool. The mountain is like 2 little knives. And then we got some, what's it called? Patches. Dude, I have a ton of patches. And I really need to I want to like put them on a jean jacket or something. I have so many that I've just gotten throughout the years in like random mystery boxes or stuff like this. God, I can't get this. Oh, here we go. It's like a giant sticker or something. It's like, what's it called? Puffed. I don't know what it's called. It's like puffed up. What do you call that? I feel like the heck? I'm dropping things. Okay. Oh, sweet. That's the back of the Fangoria. Oh, that's awesome. All right, now we can check out the movies. Okay. They did a really... Oh, okay, never mind. I was like, this is a terrible slipcase. But the design's right here. Not too shabby. We got Friday the 13th Part 2 on 4K. Cool. I didn't have it on 4K, so that's cool. I don't think I have any of these on 4K, so this was a good deal for me. That's going to be Breakdown. Folks, all right. I used to love this movie. Me and my mom would watch it all the time. Heck yeah. What are my plans, Mommy? I was like, what movie is that? Dude, this was better than I thought it was going to be. Orphan First Kill. I had a great time watching this one. Julia Stiles. I mean, if you're going to watch it for any reason, this thing flew out of my hand. Oh my God. That was kind of scary, to be honest. I feel like it jumped out of my hand. I was going to say, if you watch this for any reason at all, let it be for Julia Stiles, because she's a badass in this one. And then we got this one. Mother Nature is a serial killer. No one's better or more creative. What movie is this? Oh, yeah. World War Z. I actually really like this movie too. Sweet. I like all these movies. So yeah, very cool to snag these for cheap. Four movies. Okay, so it's 4 movies, magazine, goodies, and a poster. Not bad for that price. And yeah, that was 2024 for Paramount Scares. Paramount Scares. I dig it. I really like the artwork on the box. And then there's the back with all the contents. Yeah. All right, cool. Cool. So who else do I got here? Love the cover on that Fangor. Yeah, right? Pretty neat. Joseph, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah, hopefully you're having a good time, relaxing, watching a movie. I know you've had a crazy ass year, but I'm happy that things are changing. Things are changing for you. Yeah, it's good to be seeing your updates on Instagram. Yeah, so yeah, hope you are enjoying it. Fork in just saw 2023 best tension build I've seen in a while. Loop track. I don't know what that is. For an okay time. I don't know what you're referencing. But it's good to see you. That's why I started laughing, because you are always cracking jokes in my my UFC shows, right? Yeah, thank you for always stopping by on those. It's always fun to have you. I liked Orphan First Kill. Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. Oh my God. Dude, it just like flew. I'm kind of creeped out by it right now, to be honest. Uh, she was good in remake of Omen, right? Carlito, what up, Carlito? Now that the holidays are over, we have to plan a Sunday to do our Fast and Furious thing. What up? What up? Horror movie. Oh, it is okay. Let me look it up. Just loop track 2023. Boo, boo, boo. Ooh. Okay. Cool. Where is it streaming? I'll definitely check it out. Mm-mm-mm. Anyways. All right, guys. I think that's it. We've gone over 2024, kind of the highlights and some changes that I want to make. Looking forward to 2025. Going to sleep, but had to stop and say Happy New Year, everyone, and Godspeed. Yay! Thanks for stopping by, and I'll probably be on Sunday. And yeah, let's plan ahead for our show, and then but yeah, have a good night. I'll see you on Whatnot, dude. Oh my god, be careful. It's an addiction. I'll tell you, it's an addiction. But now that I'm selling, it's a little like, okay, I'm just going to sell. But yeah, no, there are some streams I'm like, oh my god, dude, there are some of those storage units that they find. Holy smokes. Like, I've seen a Hulk 181 being sold, and they're just people that like buy storage units and they don't have any idea like what it is. But the people in the chat know, and so they bid it up like crazy. But man, I'm like, you just found that? Holy smokes. Anyways, yeah. Happy New Year. I'm hoping nothing but the best for all of us this year, and hopefully, we're able to be healthy and we can execute all of our goals and wants this year. Yeah, I'm optimistic, and I think that's important these days. You gotta, keep your head up no matter what you're going through, and we're all here together. That's why I've tried to do more lives, so that we can all be here for each other and just share the things that we love to do with each other. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun year. I got a good feeling about it. Yeah, no worries. Go get some rest, Carlito. And yes, happy new year to everybody. And yeah, always good to see you, Joseph. All right, guys, have a good one, and maybe catch you on Sunday. Okay, later.